Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's class. We'll be talking about when trading becomes gambling. It's going to be an interactive session, and I'll not be doing that alone. I'm doing that with one of my brothers and bosses in the space. Yeah, is Mr. We call it Easy Click, E Click. Yeah, E Click, and it couples to be the chief technical analyst of Learn BTC Trade Academy, your host, and I am Emmanuel Jackson, CEO of LendBC Trade Academy. So we'll be talking about when trading becomes gambling. It's going to be an interactive session in which we will bring in our opinions together and talk about the subject matter when trading becomes gambling. So first of all, first thing first, I will just drop a question. What do we understand by the term gambling? Gambling. So someone should give me one or two persons. I think I would two persons should give me what do you understand by the term gambling?
Uh, can I answer?
Yes, you can answer.
Okay, gambling is simply when you do not know the specific outcome of a thing, but you are just hoping that it will come out in that way. One clear example I can give is people that bet Niger. It's not as if they
Yes,
know the specific outcome of what will happen, but
yes.
they
So
just predict. Let me put it that way. That they don't have like confirmations, but they just use their gut or something like that to predict. And then most times they might get it, most times they might not get it. So that's gambling.
that's gambling. Good one from Daniel. So someone else should help us with what he or she understands by the term gambling.
All right, sir. My own understanding, I I think gambling is when you put the forces of luck and probability into play. That is, you you just like okay, this thing is probable. It might go either way. It might go to the left, it might go to the right, it might go right, it might go wrong. And then you now add the hint of luck, which definitely
Okay.
does not usually stop.
Okay, that's a good one from Abraham. Okay, so we know the definition of what gambling is. So now is trading gambling or is trading gambling or is this supposed to be gambling? Let's hear our opinions. I said, going to be an interactive session, then we'll chip in our own, then think from there we make progress. So is trading to you gambling or is it supposed to be gambling? So you can be
Yes,
for or you
trading
can be
is.
against.
Sir,
Yeah, okay.
let me say something. Um,
Okay.
okay, let's take a look at soccer right now. There are people
Yes.
who we call bookmakers. These people are the ones who set the odds for certain games. They set the odds for the season. They set the odds for certain competitions. They are called the bookmakers. So I
Yeah.
think in trading, mostly we as traders are more like bookmakers. We kind of like sit back because if we're going to be like more like just gambling from my own perspective, because if you look at the bookmakers, there are certain factors they put into play. We here in the trading system we put into play the factors of technical and fundamental analysis. But there in the
Okay.
bookmakers section of football and soccer, they look at the company the club's net worth, they look at the quality of players they have, they look at their system, most likely the coach and his tactics. So by the time they put all these forces into play now, they are able to predict that at the come the end of this season, this particular team should be able to finish top of the table or bottom of the table or middle of the table. So I think this is the same thing that we apply when it comes to trading. Thank you, sir.
So in your all what you have been saying, are you giving an approval that trading is gambling?
On God, sir.
On God.
So who's
Okay.
that?
Okay,
Who's
someone else
that?
wants to speak.
Okay,
Someone
so
else wants to
please,
speak.
Can I
Okay.
speak now?
Yes,
Okay.
speak.
Um,
Mr. Jolly, you
trading
speak next. Hmm.
trading can be regarded as gambling when
Okay.
you use a gambling mindset to
Okay.
trade. Yeah. But when you follow the rules of the market, then trading is not gambling
Good
because
one. I
you
love
are
love your
just
points.
the the very basic rules that the market gives you. Like there's one of my friend who trades. He says one thing. He says that you do not give the market what you want. The market gives you what to take, and
Okay.
you just follow those basic rules. Like you have your setup, or before you enter a trade or stuff like that. If you just follow those basic rules, then it is not
Yeah.
gambling. And then another part that it can be regarded as gambling. You see some people, even if they follow the setups, the or the rules, even if they follow the rules, they risk too much money. For
Yes.
instance, going 50% of their account per trade because they want to hit it big at a time. So then as gambling. One, when you don't follow the specific rules or the simple rules, and then two, when you are trying to hit it big in one trade, you're being too selfish or too greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Okay, someone else wanted to speak. Is it click? Okay, Mr. Jolene, can you speak? Is it click? You speak later. We all wanted to speak. I saw Mr. Jolene. Or is it Israel too? Wanted to speak. We are still in this discussion. Is from your own point of view, is trading gambling. So if you have something to speak, you can speak before I take over. Or is it click? Can you move? Can you speak?
Okay, okay, sir. Uh, Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So already, Emma, my boss already done the. But first of all, let me confirm, please. Am I loud and clear? Very loud and clear.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are hearing you very well.
Okay. All right. So let me see if I can share my screen if that's possible.
Yes, you can. Okay, but Gero, you speak. You speak. You want to speak? Raise up your hand. Then I'd like to speak after.
Let them speak. Then I'll just maybe
Okay.
come after.
Okay, but Gero, can you
Yeah.
speak? Speak. Gero, can you speak?
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. To me, trading is not gambling. Cause when trading becomes gambling is when you don't put your stop loss in place, when you don't take your risk management properly. That is when trading
Okay.
becomes gambling. But when you are sure that your stop loss is set and those risk management are applied, trading cannot be gambling because gambling there is no assurance. You are just risking your money and
You're not
you are not
your
sure of
money.
the setup. So you can never be sure. It's 50-50. But trading is the way you
Yeah.
can make it 70-30, and you can always, in a long run, you can always turn out to be the winner. So to me, trading is not gambling.
Good one. Good one. Mr. Jolie, you can speak now. You wanted to speak, sir. Okay. Does anybody have what want to speak? Is trading gambling to you? Is it gambling? Okay. Mr. Easy Click,
Yeah.
you can write on, then I'll come back. Okay, Mr. Jolie, speak. Pick up, sir.
All right. I think the last two speakers, Daniel and the other friend, the trading should not be gambling, but because money is involved, a lot of people gamble on it because
Yeah.
perhaps someone's result and you just risk it, hoping to get better thing out of what you just risk. No proper risk management, no setup, nothing. You just put it on it because somebody mentioned a coin, just go into it. No, where do you even buy? Where do you take profit? Where do you set your stop loss? Why should you put stop loss at where you should put it? Why should you take profit at where you should take that profit? If those rules, as the last speaker said, are not followed, then the person is gambling, and a whole lot of money could be lost, which has been lost by many on account of that.
Yes, that's true. Good point, sir. Good point. Good point. Some people just hear a news, buy a coin, go and buy this coin. You just move around, start buying the coin. You don't even have a good entry, no stop loss, and the rest. Now, in the next few days or few months, that coin starts falling. You have to actually lose that, and you can actually might say that person gave you a wrong signal, but that coin might be a good coin. But since you didn't have a good entry, you didn't have a good entry, you just jump on it because you heard someone say buy it. So those are things. They are still coming, we'll still learn and talk. So basically, you can continue, you can speak, then I'll come back. You can share your screen soon. Hello, sir. Easy click. Okay. Since basically you come in later since you're having technical issues. So, like the last three speakers have actually said that trading is not gambling. I think it was only majorly Mr. Abraham that said that trading is gambling to him, to say on God. But from me too, I'll say trading is not what's gambling. Trading is not gambling. Like the last speaker spoke, actually very true. Very true. Trading is not gambling. And why would I say trading is not gambling? I have some points which we will deliberate. I'll still talk on it. Why I will say trading is not gambling. Trading is business to me. Business. If you treat it as a business, then it's not gambling. If you treat it as a business, and how do we treat a business? Those are the first things we should look out for. Anybody that has a business, that opens a business, what are the first things you actually do for that business? You have a record book. Keeping in how much, like for example, you have a market. For example, you have a supermarket. You go into the market to buy goods. You have a record book. Okay, I went to the market and I bought malt, for example, a crate of malt for 1,200. You record that. And now, how much do I want to sell this malt? You keep it 1,500. And now you have actually successfully sold it. You have a record book and you do that. And you do that. You see that you tend to, from time to time, you can actually go back to that record book and say, okay, have I made progress? Have I made profit and the rest? So one of the things traders have to actually do and note in the game of trading is that trading is business. So first, very important, you have to actually have a trading journal. We call it trading journal over here, where you can keep records of what you are doing. Entry, exit, keep this, and did it work? And a trading journal from time to time, for example, you can actually know what is profitable. For example, you have a supermarket. You can now buy biscuits and you bought it at this price and sold it at this price. You now know which commodity in all what you have been buying from the supermarket, you have been storing in your supermarket to sell, what has been more profitable. And when you know, okay, this particular stuff is more profitable, you want to go into what is more profitable. But when you don't actually have a journal or you don't keep records, you will not know. You just go into the market today, you buy this, tomorrow you come back, you sell this, and you don't have any record to tell you, okay, this was what I bought yesterday and I sold it quickly. You sold it quickly and it gave me more profit. You know that. So for example, if you actually do that, you now know, okay, these are the strategy I'm using in my trading system from your entry and the exit. And you know, okay, this has been giving me profit, has made me profitable. You will stick to it. For example, you now know that, okay, this is what, especially for your environment, your market, this is what people patronize me more. You will go and buy that particular stuff more and stock. And with that, you make more profits. But when you don't actually even have that knowledge, you're not even keeping those records, first of all, you won't be able to track those reports. So trading is business. That is what you should take into our brain. Trading is business. It's business. You make profits, you make loss. Very important. You need to know that. That one is business. We make profits, you make loss. So most importantly, first thing is have a trading journal. Keep records of every trade you are making. that you can go back and know what is working, what strategy is working for you, and you adopt that. Because whatever is, they say whatever is working, now waiting you go follow. That's it. Now waiting you go follow. So when you now have a record, you now know what works for you, what trading strategy works for you, and you follow it. So trading is what business is business is business is business. So do we support that notion that trading is business and we should actually keep records? Ask a question. Do we support that notion that trading is business and we should keep records? Yeah, so we should take trading as a business, That's what basically trading is, a business. So you keep records.
Okay, but sir, I have a question.
Okay, can push. Ask your question. Who was asking? Ask your question.
Maybe newbie that is just new into the trading, into trading, and it takes a
Okay.
trade. It was successful. It takes another,
Yes.
it was successful.
Yes. Continue. Please, I'm not hearing you. You're not. Speak up. I'm hearing you. King.
Then why do we say to do that kind of person trading like he was lucky, and when he lost it, he was not prepared, or he does.
You don't. Okay. I think you are saying that if not the person lost, if the person won and he's lucky, he calls himself
Money
lucky.
back.
When he now lost it, he says it's not lucky. Let me get to your question well. I think network is bad. King. King, I'm not hearing you. Okay, if I can answer your question, is everyone still hearing me? Let me understand. Maybe it's just from his side. I'm not hearing him.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
But you were not hearing him, right? You're not hearing him very well.
But we can hear
Yeah, I
you,
was
but
not
I
hearing
can't
you
hear
very
you.
well.
We can't hear
Okay,
you.
I think it's from his end. But did you understand his question?
I think what he's trying to say is that, like, maybe a newbie got into the trading space, then his
Okay.
first trade it was successful, his second trade was successful, then maybe his third trade didn't go well. Then he's now like, okay, yes, all those other ones were lucky. That is not good. That this trading is actually gambling. That is like maybe beginner's luck. Because most people, when they get into
Yes.
the space, maybe for instance now forex, now when you're using like a demo account, your first
Yes.
trial demo you'll be getting it, then there'll be a time when you start losing it. When you start losing it, you start saying no, this trading is actually gambling, that there's no difference. So you want to say, like, how do you differentiate? That's what I think from my own end is trying to say.
Okay. I think that's what he meant. So basically, like we have said, trading is a business. So every business has things that makes it work. So first of all, as a beginner, that's what we tell beginners: go for knowledge first. You don't just rush and go and start buying coins. Go for knowledge first. And for you to be able to be successful in the crypto space in trading, what we have so many things you have to learn and master. We talk about fundamental analysis and technical analysis majorly. You get, so if you actually have knowledge of fundamental analysis and technical analysis, you know that when your trade hits stop loss, for example, let's say stop loss, it did not hit your take profit. You can go back, if you have been keeping records, you can go back and look at your charts and say, okay, you will note that there was something that made that trade not to hit stop, hit your take profit, stop your take profit. You get, most times it can be fundamental analysis. You need to come up that will just destabilize the market or make it to grow high. King, you are back. So we are answering your question. So you have to go for knowledge first as a newbie. That's what I was saying. You have to go for knowledge first. Understand how trading is being done well. You learn technical analysis, learn fundamental analysis, and with that knowledge, you will understand how to play your game well. It's not a 100% win. there are losses. That's why you need to know that trading what is a business. It's a business. So you lose, you win. But it's the knowledge you have that will make you stand out. For example, we have business people that run businesses, and you see this particular supermarket is booming than this other supermarket. There are certain things they are doing, this particular supermarket is doing. Maybe they are branding or marketing that is making them succeed more than this other one. So same thing with trading. You have to get knowledge. Knowledge in trading is knowledge. What you know is what will help you. So for example, it's fundamental analysis that spoil your analysis, your trade charts from all your analysis you made from technical analysis. What does that tell you? That you should get to how you can get more knowledge of fundamental analysis, write news, updated on news, so that while you do your technical analysis, you add it side by side with fundamental analysis, so you don't get disturbed. So that is basically trading. So I believe I've answered your question. So let's move on. I have another point before EasyClick will take over. So I said trading is what a business, and for every business there's what we call record keeping. So for trading, keep records of your trades. You should have a trading journal entry, each trade you make, how it goes, what made it not to go the way it's supposed to go. You take note of those errors, mistakes, and with that you grow and get better. And secondly, too, this is very, very important, and majorly most times newbies make this mistake. Have a mindset that, since now I've told you that trading is what is a business, now you should have a mindset of what a businessman. A mindset of what a businessman. And what is the mindset of a businessman? Mindset of a businessman is to grow. And grow what? Gradually. Not coming today and you want to make all the money that same day. Ponzi scheme. That is Ponzi scheme. Those with the mindset of Ponzi scheme are not businessmen. Businessman comes today, he wants to make some little profit. From that little profit, he accumulates it and grows gradually. So coming into trading, you should come with the mindset of what? A businessman. And what does that entail you? You take your profit, you take it, grow step by step. You don't just stay and be jumping. So it's not something that most people come into trading, and that's why they actually lose so much money. They come into trading and they want to, after each trade, they want to make all the money from one particular trade. For example, those that go into futures, they use high leverages without any stop loss. Why? They want to just make all the money in one single market, one single trade, and that is totally wrong. But a businessman, the way he is, a businessman is very intelligent. He doesn't put all his money, all his eggs into one basket. He don't put all his eggs into one basket. He takes it gradually, and he makes sure he knows what is working. From what is working, like I told us in the first one, what is working, and how you know what is working? From having a trading journal that keeps records of trades that we're making. He now knows what is working. Now, when you know what is working, you can now be able to put in a bigger funds. Because now from all your research, you have known now, okay, and from what you have been doing, your strategy, you have known that, okay, this is what is actually working for me and makes me profit. You can now go in with good money and still make good money. So for trading is the business. So don't want to make all the money one day. Basically, for beginners, don't want to make all the money one day. Take it step by step. Learn from your mistakes. From those mistakes, you progress. So, do we have questions relating to my session? I will be moving over to EasyClick to still come and still talk about when trading becomes gambling. We're going to give us some other key points. Then we'll now go into Bitcoin analysis and maybe one or two signals. Then we can call it a day. So do you have questions? Let's ask, let's relate. You can have things to add to what I have said. You can still do. We are here to discuss and learn. Okay, I've seen my boss GitHub channel. Boss Daffy, welcome. You can speak, sir.
Okay, please give me some time. Let me play. I'm coming, please. I wanted to plug my earpiece.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Yeah, what you said. I just want to add. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to add. I from all the years I've been trading, and I've done the wrong things. I've blown accounts. Like, it's normal thing. And one thing I've observed about trading is don't ever go to the market with what you are expecting. Just trade it like it as it's your lifestyle. Do it like a job and allow the market to guide you. Don't guide the market. The worst thing you could do is, even if you want to make $50, let the market decide what when you are making $50 and make it when you are making $500. Like personally, I let the market know, tell me when I exit the trade and when I can stay and hold. And if you are just starting, just know that you will fail in the beginning. I'm sorry to say. It sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. You will fail. You like it's normal, or you fail. But what would differentiate you that it's a trader and someone that has given up is that point that you fail, that decision that you made that I must still do this thing. I have to get it right. That's it. And give yourself long term plan. Personally, when I started trading, I gave myself 5 years. My target was 5 years. I've not traded for up to 5 years now, but at least I can say I'm successful now.
Yes.
So if you give yourself target, it will help you not to rush because it's not something you have to rush. Believe me, trading is broad and know what is good for you. There are some people that it is sport trading that is good for you. Stay with sports by all means. Then there are some people that it's actually futures that is good for you. Like personally, I've really observed I'm not very, very good on sports. Funny enough, I'm not really good at sport because I started as a forex trader. So
Yes.
I'm used to the leverage concept. So that's the thing. And when I got to crypto space, I now understood very well because the person that trained me, you always say that information drives the market. I didn't understand until I traded crypto. So even if you are learning all your technical analysis, you kill yourself, draw all your trend lines, never close your ears from information because that's what matters. In short, there are people that don't even know any technical analysis at all, and they are still profitable even in the futures trading. So that's just the thing. So let me just tell you in 1 minute how I trade, and I think this is a model that works. I can boldly say to work for everything, no matter the strategy you are using, no matter the technical analysis you are using. This is I'm revealing my secret now. This is what I do. I only do technical analysis after I get information about a commodity. I could actually do technical analysis and keep up, but if I don't see any fundamental backing up that trade, I will not enter. I'll just leave it. So that's it. All right.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah,
Happy having you here.
yeah.
Okay, so you have said a
I'm
lot.
happy
You
to
have
be
said a
here.
lot. You have said a lot. That was a good one. So please just like in summary, I want to say, don't rush it. Most people don't want to come in and make all the money one day. Don't rush it. Take it gradually. You get and go with what works for you and
Hello.
combine technical analysis and fundamental analysis in your trades. You get so for beginners, go for knowledge first. Go for knowledge first. I repeat it. Go for knowledge first. Learn. There's so many things to learn. You get with that, you should be able to stay profitable and have a mindset of a businessman. Just wanted to say something. Okay, no one else wants to say something. So I hand over right now to Boss Easy Click to continue. So welcome, sir. His name is Mr. Emmanuel Oko, but we call him E-Click. Yeah, Easy
My
Click.
boss.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, I actually like
Evening.
the point. Yeah, actually like the point raised by um our two speakers there, Emma Jackson and I, I'm trying to look at okay Hip Hop channel. I'm trying to learn something from that man. Nice,
I'm
nice
sorry.
one.
I'm so sorry. I joined with my channel. My name is Datin Fonakwan.
Okay, okay. Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
The CEO of channel.
Yeah, nice one, nice one. All right, so
Hmm.
first of all, let me just begin with because there's someone that was attacking, that was trying to come up with a point that trading is gambling. Let me start with that guy. I don't know, is it Abraham or
It's Abraham.
okay, Abraham. Okay, so let me try and share my screen if that
Okay,
is possible.
it's possible.
Okay, all right. So currently, can we see what is showing here as the trading
Yeah.
page? Trading. All right. So now let's just look at the definition from Google. Let's not just come up with the definition from my head. Now, here they say cryptocurrency trading involves speculating on price movement. Okay, let's just leave out this English. Simply buying and selling of coin and exchange, right? So simply buying and selling. And so can be lost in what
I think I should continue. Let me say one or two other things before you can come back. So, like I was saying, when trading becomes gambling, that is the topic of discussion. And another point out, another key point, yes, I would love to make about it is risk management. Risk management. So trading is what we have agreed that trading is a business, and every business was has tendencies to what incur losses. It has tendencies to incur losses. There's tendencies that there will be losses. There's no business that is so assertive that okay, there will be that you will make profits. There is none. So in such a situation, what are you expected to do? What are you expected to do? What? Make plans of what? How we can help reduce the loss that might come in the future, or yes, make plans. So or make some preparations. So that's what risk management comes into play. What we do when we talk about risk management is preparation for losses that might come up in the future. You get so that those losses don't come in and eat up all your money, because it happens in every business. There is loss. There is loss, but you have to be careful. You have to be smart. As a businessman, you are smart. You're intelligent. You know, okay, there will be losses, so you make preparations on how you can actually reduce that loss or avert it. And how can we do that? It's through placing your stop loss. Stop loss, very, very important. Very, very important. Extremely important. So aside just coming in with your knowledge of technical analysis, you know how to predict the markets very well and all that. But what is also very important is that you do what? Place a stop loss, take profits and all that. Very important, because like we usually say, the market does not belong to you. The price will go up, and the price also has tendencies of what's coming down. That's that tendency. No one controls it. No one controls it. So it's not your bed right that okay, if it, for example, goes up, it will continue going up. So you have to set your take profit. How much are you ready to sell this thing at? And you're okay with the profit. Same thing with business. You sell commodities. How much are you ready to sell it at? And you are okay with it. You sell it out, you get a buyer, and you make your profits. Then you also incur losses. So you set all that. So it's very, very important. Do you want to speak? Are you good now? Use your phone. You get? Mr. Ezekiel, are you ready to speak? Okay, so I was talking on that time. It's not really on our side.
Hello.
Hello, who is that? Speak up.
Hello. Please, I don't know if you can answer this question. Between
Okay, ask
sport
the
trading and
question.
future trading, which one? Yeah, between sport trading and future trading, which one is more risky?
Futures is more risky. Have I answered your question? Futures is more risky.
Okay, future is more risky.
Yes,
All right,
that
thank you
is
for
why
that.
that's why it's always told as a beginner, don't go for futures first. Master sports, be good at sports before you move to futures. Because future is more dicey. It's not on sports you can have the you might not actually be, you cannot be liquidated, for example. So you still can make back your money. Basically, you just have to be patient enough. Like leave it, if you don't set stop loss, you can just leave it till it grows back up. You sell it off and you still make your money, or you get. But on futures, it's not that way. If it starts falling, for example, and it gets to a liquidation price, let's say liquidation price for each future trade you open based on your liquidity, you get. It's when it gets to that particular price, what happens is that all your capital may be used for that trade, or all your capital in your futures account that is based on the size you are using, maybe cross margin or isolated margin, based on what you're using, you get liquidated. All. So futures is more risky. So if you're a beginner, don't go into futures. Don't try it. Start with sports. That's the best. Start with sports. So Mr. Ezekwe, are you good to speak? Please, use your phone.
Say no one click. Oh.
You know one click at all. Use your phone. Okay. Let's progress. So does one have a question? Use your phone. Someone has a question. Do we have a question or contribution? Let's share it before you join us. Is there no question? Are we understanding the class, the session?
Yes, we are understanding.
Okay. Is the will soon join us, so we'll continue. So far we have said that you should have the mindset of a businessman. Trading is business. So you come in with the mindset of a businessman. So you develop your trading journal that keeps records, helps you keep records of every trade you are making. Hello, sir. You are very clear now. So you're using your phone.
Yes, sir. Okay.
We are hearing you. You can use your phone and still share your screen. Phone is better.
Okay, I don't think I'll need to share the screen for now. Okay,
so
what I was saying was I've tried to differentiate between trading and gambling, right? So basically the major difference is that every gambler, what happens is he hopes for a good return, as he hopes it goes in his favor. But an expert trader, a professional trader, what happens is he does his analysis based on his trading plan, respecting risk management and the rest, and allows the market to do its thing. That's the key difference. He's not hoping, he's trading. So from the point Abraham made that gambling is trading, I think that answers the question, first of all, that you don't hope, you do your own stuff, then you allow the market to do the rest, still keeping risk management in check. Then secondly, you treat it like a business. Now, this mindset is very, very, very important. As long as you want to keep up and maybe still be relevant in the long run. Now, the reason why it's so important to treat it as a business, because let's say from the question King one of the King they had, someone asked that question here. Let's say you made profit on the first. Sorry, please, who is that? Unmute yourself. Thank you. All right. So as I was saying, let's say you make profit on the first trade, second, or let's say you had a winning stick of 10 straight trades and you're winning very well. Now already there's that confidence that you know what you're doing. Now let's assume your next 5 are losses. Now, in that scenario, especially for newbies, you're already seeing it like, okay, that is a failed strategy, which is very, very bad. Because the first thing first is you must have had time to test run or back test whatever it is you're doing. Because if you're entering into a business, let's say you want to start the supermarket, you don't just buy the products and just stack it up. You first of all do a land survey, do survey of the environment, look for your potential audience and customers. Same thing for trading. You look for the strategy that work. There's so many strategies, price action, smart money, so many. You test run it for like 6 months plus. See what works for you, best for you. Now, the confidence that comes with having a strategy that works for you is that even if you are losing on a trade, you know that in the long run you will always come out with a good net profit. For sure, that one I can even boast of it. That so that you can lose 5 trades with your good risk management, and a good trading plan consists of a good risk management in check, psychology is in check, your entry, your reason for entry, your exit. So even if you are going to be losing a trade, your focus is not if you are losing money. Your focus on your focus is, did you follow what is on your trading plan? And if you follow this below that trade, that is a win for me. That's how I see it. So very importantly, we've talked about Emma has already talked about treating it like a business. I'm just adding the point of having a plan, a laid out plan, very, very important. A laid out plan. And the difference between you and a gambler will be that you are following your plan. So basically, that's what I say about it. Thank you very much. So, my boss, I think I'll leave it over to you, sir.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
The question is, it might not really be for you, Sha, but I might be for Mr. Leonard Jackson. Yeah, I want to know how to do. You talk about trading journal. How do you do it online? Because I guess you do it online. There's maybe an app or something else, but I used to do your trading journal and keep track of all your trades.
Okay, you can develop it in an Excel form. You can also even still do that on, if you see the latest video I dropped on my YouTube channel, that was today, this morning. If you are doing, you can still do that on TradingView. After placing your trade, before you place your trades, you can still do that on TradingView. But I can still send, I will send you a trading journal. I'll send you one that you can actually work with that we have.
All right, please do. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, boss. Okay, Samson.
Yeah, I said I also need the trading journal example. Possibly it could be
Okay, I
sent
might
to
make
the
it.
group.
I might make it available on this Telegram channel.
All right.
Okay.
Better than that.
Or you can still chat me up privately and ask me for it. If I, yeah. Okay, so do we have questions? Do we have questions? Do we have questions? And time is not on our side. This was supposed to be a 1 hour session. And time is not really on our side. So do we have questions? So I believe right now, where's Mr. Okay, I believe you got value. Okay, so Mr. Where is he that was there that said actually keep trading is gambling? I believe by the end of this class, from the point we have actually made, you have changed that psychology that okay, trading is actually not really what gambling, but trading is what a business. Mr. Abraham, you.
Yes, sir.
Trading is a
Totally,
business.
sir.
So treat it like a business and play by the rules every businessman plays. Be very smart, and with that, you should stay profitable. Stay very profitable. So we're supposed to have some free signals drop on the year and also Bitcoin analysis. But that was supposed to be taken by Mr. EasyClick. Will you be able to still do that, sir?
Okay, I think what will happen is I will drop
You
it.
drop it on the Telegram
Yeah,
channel, yes,
I think it's on the Telegram
because
channel.
since you're having network issue with your system.
Yeah, but
So I think
for
we have
maybe
come. Yeah, but
okay.
speak up.
Okay, so for that of BTC, it's simply just it's something I can say. So let me just make it brief for BTC. Now, those on our Signal group, you remember the academy, we made an update on BTC as at far as 45, 46K for
Yes.
people to engage, right? So those that engaged from that point and bought altcoins at that discounted price are those that are enjoying the right now. So it's just more like, you can't give financial advice in this space, but it's more like should I say, a good thing to note that if you are entering any position at this point, it's very risky. And the new positions, unless you're scalping for new positions, is very risky. It's just good because definitely smart money, they'll definitely manipulate this price to a potential support before kicking it back up. So it's best you just wait for that retracement to engage before you do you join the rally.
Okay, that's a good one there, which I believe we all understand. You don't, now that the market is now pumping, that's what most people want to do. That is the time you want to enter the market and trade. Totally wrong. If you have missed the ride, right now is the time most people will be taking profits. We are about creating a new all-time high. When that is done, if that will not be done before there will be a little retracement. We are bullish, no doubt. Note that we are bullish, but there's always tendencies of after the market breaks and go up, it takes a break, rest a little bit before it continues the ride. So it's not, so just for those that did not enter positions, you get, be calm. You make this money. You don't rush it. You don't rush it. When there's a little retracement, you can go into the market again, get on and still make some good money for yourself. So a detailed analysis will be dropped on the Telegram channel and 1 or 2 free signals will be dropped. So we can all make money together. So I think we have come to the end of today's class and I believe we all got value. We all got value. If you have questions, you can do well to chat me up privately and I'll try my best to give you answers. So I think we call it a day. Good night, all.
Before you go,
Good night, sir.
Speak,
Goodness.
speak, Samson.
okay. I think earlier Mr. Ezekiel was talking about you following your strategy. He was talking about the fact that every successful business must have a plan and a strategy to follow. And as a
I'm not really hearing you. I don't know if the other people are hearing you.
Okay, let me come again. I said, Mr. Ezekiel earlier when he was speaking before, talk about having a plan and a strategy for your trading.
Yes.
And he was saying that no matter the circumstances, better you stick to your strategy. In the short, I think what he was trying to say is that you should keep your plan and to plan your trade as well. Now, the question I'm having is this. On the strategy, can you talk more on the strategy?
Okay. So Mr. Ezekiel, I think you can talk on that.
So please, when you mean strategy, what kind of strategy are you talking of? You mean like technical analysis or?
The way I'm understanding what he was saying is that the strategy should be, when he was talking about strategy, meaning that he's talking about following a particular analysis, like for instance, he's talking about your technical analysis.
Okay.
Then if you have a kind of way you analyze your chart in a technical way, I think that's what he was saying, right?
Okay. So basically, what I meant by that was, the general idea is treating like a business, right? And every business, you must always have a good plan on ground. So when I meant strategies, I was talking of giving it time to backtest what works best for you. Now, for technical analysis, there's so many strategies, so many. I can't even start calling them now. So you treat all of them, they both price action, smart money, whatever works best for you. And within the space of 6 months, if you're using a trading journal, right, you'll be able to pick out your mistakes and focus more of what works best. So that is the general idea of having a trading plan. I did get that.
I think I understand
That
it.
Yeah.
okay, that's a good one. Okay, better. So any other question before we call it a day or contribution? I think there is none. Okay, thank you all. Good night.
Please don't forget the journal. Please drop it on the Telegram group.
No problem, I'll do that.